Hello everybody, welcome to the Crochet Lovers Crochet Podcast, episode number 48. Hello everybody. So I wanted to greatly apologize for last week's episode with the camera getting in and out of focus like it is right now. So this is my fourth time recording this and I don't know what to do to not make my camera do this. Yeah, so I very much apologize, and I know the lighting could be a little bit better, but I usually use daylight to help me, and it is windy and about to storm, so that's helpful. So let's just get into the video before we get any more technical difficulties. So last week, at the end of the video, I showed you guys the Study of Planet Earth blanket, and I know that most of you guys probably didn't watch all the way through, which I'm okay with, but I will be showing you guys this because I do have a lot of more progress and I really want you guys to see, especially if you haven't seen it in a while. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to show you guys is my new pattern release. So you guys have already seen this already. This is a baby duck pattern, and it's for free on my blog. It's going to be in the description box below if you were interested. And if you do, don't forget to tag me. The tagging information is already on the blog post itself with the pattern. So I'm really excited to see you guys' work. So this is the updated, how do I say this? The updated version of this, I guess. So the original version had some flaws in it, and this is it better. The head size a little bit better, the pattern writing for sure. I had to tweak a few things, but besides that, everything's cool. So here is this, and I'm so excited. And I made mine out of cotton yarn, which means I can use it as a dishcloth or even a pot holder. But you can use it in whatever you want to do. And I decided to not use a safety eye for mine. I decided to crochet the eyeball, just in case if this does get used as a dishcloth. I don't want the safety eye to scratch the dishware. So there's that. And the next thing I have to show you guys, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself with, just because I kind of forgot where the other yarn was at for this. So that was fun. But I ended up making this lovey, and if you don't know what this is the golden snitch from Harry Potter, and this is Gryffindor colors. And I actually followed a tutorial for this, and I just increased the sizes. I increased the stitches to make it bigger. So the pattern for that's going to be in the description box below. It's originally supposed to be, I'm gonna say, like that big, maybe smaller, but obviously mine's a little bit bigger. And yeah, the wings are also increased with the sizing. So this yarn got at Hobby Lobby, and like I said, I can't find where I put the other ones at. I put them in a certain spot, that way I wouldn't forget to show you guys in the podcast, but obviously that didn't happen. But this is one of the 5 skeins I use. So the white was Karen Simply Soft White, and this one is Yarn Bee Must Be Merino in the colorway Burgundy. And the other yellow was in the same one. I think it was in the colorway Mustard or something. And then I also had oh, my sticky note fell. It was a thinner yarn, but it was in the same color. I did that for the yellow as well as the red. And this lovey is going to be back in my shop. It's going to be up in my shop as soon as my shop opens. So it's currently on vacation, and the reason it's on vacation is just because I want to ensure safety amongst everyone That includes myself, my customers, etc. And I know with this virus going on right now, I want everyone to be safe, and I just thought it was personally best if I close my shop for a little bit, and then once I feel it's ready to be opened up, then I can open it up again to the public. So yeah, so this lovey is going to be one of the items put on there, and I believe this is 13 by 13. But yeah, so I plan on also having each houses. I'm a Gryffindor myself, so I made it in Gryffindor colors, plus I just happened to have them. So that was a good thing. Yeah, so get ready for a lot of items to show up in my next shop that are normally not there. So yeah, next shop update. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, there is this, and like I said, everything mentioned is going to be in the description box below, including this pattern, and then the blanket, the duck pattern itself, and then a couple more patterns I did as well, which you guys are gonna have to find out to see what it is. So back to the Study of Planet Earth blanket. Oh my goodness, this blanket has been with me through my ups and downs. Just believe me when I say that. So it's been living in this bag. It's this beach bag that I just happen to have, and it's been sitting here since day one. And I honestly don't know where I got it from, but that's besides the point. So I ended up going on I ended up using that full skein since you've last seen it, which was last week. And that was in the colorway Spearmint, I believe. I have all the yarn labels right here. I believe it was Spearmint. Yeah, it was definitely Spearmint. I just can't find where I put the other label at. So, Spearmint. And I'll show you guys the blanket in a minute, but the colors that I used for this was Violet. Sorry, this is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. So the first color I used was the purples, which is Violet, and then I had a full skein of True Blue, so I used that one, and then I had like a half skein, which they're 482 yards, and I ended up using the rest of that as well in the True Blue section. And then, like I said, the Spearmint, and I actually needed a little bit more Spearmint to finish my row, and the rows are taking like 15 minutes to do if I'm not being distracted. So I wasn't going to take out that whole row just because I knew that I don't really have that time, especially if I want to complete my goal, which is to finish this blanket by my birthday, which is the 31st. So the color that I was thankfully on was the lightest color in there, and I ended up using this yarn right here, which I just found in my stash. I believe Hook Over Heels gave it to me, actually. And this is a very mint spearmint color. You probably can't tell, it's probably going to get washed out. But yeah, and I just ended up finishing the row with this. And then after this, I started the next color, which is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the colorway Sea Coral. And this was given to me by my brother, so thank you, Harrison. Yeah, it was a Christmas gift a while ago. And this is what the colors look like inside, and I'm not very far into it, as you can tell. It's taking me a while to get around, so yeah. Before this, I folded it up, that way you guys can see what it looks like a little bit better. But just note, this blanket is very, very huge. And I've been posting some pictures on it on my Instagram and also on my Facebook page. If you want to check those out, they're both Emilia's Crochet. Instagram's emilias.crochet. So yeah, this is basically what happened if you were gone. Oh, right. Sorry. Last week I showed you guys, oh, this blanket is in my way. Last week I showed you guys that I finished this section right here, which has what they're called braids in it. And the color is like not working because True Blue is a darker color. So some braids right here, and then the spearmint color, which is right here. And you can see that this right here is where I used the that other yarn. And this is like little arrows. I forgot what they were called, but yeah, and there was 5 of them going up. And I haven't got to this round yet, but I've finished the 5th arrow. And then, yeah, so then the next round is the back stitch, back post if I remember right, and then it's the border. So there's 8 total, and I'm almost done with week 6, and I'm going to be working day and night for this. And I just remembered that I can't stay up all night, but yeah. Okay, so then the last thing I have to show you guys, I'm actually really proud about. So obviously with the whole virus going around, I'm not going to say it's just because I've heard the name so many times. It's driving me crazy every time I hear it. But I wanted to contribute to my part to it, since I'm considered in my family like a crafter and so like I crochet, I knit occasionally, and I can't really sew, but when I do sew, I can sew. And I don't have a working sewing machine right now, so I couldn't make masks even if I wanted to. So, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not fine, but you know what I mean. So then I was on Facebook, and my aunt actually shared a post of, I will pull it up for you guys. But basically it was a nurse saying that she had to sew buttons into her headbands because the masks, I actually have one right here, the straps were irritating their ears a lot. And I saw that and I went, you know what, I may not be able to sew masks, but I can crochet some headbands. And I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be donating these to yet. All I know is that I have a couple family members who are in the nursing business as well. Here it is. It says we sewed buttons on our headbands because our ears were breaking down. It helps a lot. There's that. But so I decided I'm gonna make some headbands. I'm not quite sure if these are gonna be donated to hospitals or not. I would hope they are, but they're probably not going to be. But yeah, so headbands. And this is my first time using lace yarn. Thread. Sorry, not lace. Thread. And I'm trying to use up the black first, so this is how much black I have left. And I'm using a 3.5mm crochet hook. And I've used a 3.5 before, but I never crocheted with thread before, except when I was trying to do a border once, and that just didn't work out, so I just put it back. But this is the Bernat Handicrafter in the colorway Black Magic, and this is a super fine one, and it has, let's see, 371 yards in it. And like I said, here it is. And if you don't know how thin lace yarn, thread, why do I keep calling it lace? It's very tiny. So I've been using that in my free time. I started that last night, and then I also have this thread out right here because this is the next color I'm going to be switching to. I got this at Hobby Lobby for 84 cents, originally $3.99 during one of their summer sales. I believe I got this during the first time, but this is in the colorway Plum, and the brand is Artsy or Artiste. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but this has, let's see, 370 yards. Voila. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep on making these, and I know that everyone has their opinions on the virus, whether or not just because you can crochet headbands or just because you can't crochet masks doesn't mean you can. I'm aware of all that, so please keep those opinions to yourself. I'm gonna keep on saying that each episode, even though I know you guys are probably not going to. But then, yeah, so before I show you guys the mask myself, I want to show you guys these beads that I got for Christmas this year. So this is what it looks like, and I'm not quite sure who the producer is, but yeah. So I've been using the black ones just because I'm using black thread. And here's what they look up close. They're not very big, but here, let's see this color besides black. They have 4 holes in them, and they work perfect. And I got these, and I was like, because I needed some buttons, and then I was trying to find what what to use them for, because with the dishcloth holders they're a little too small, and this is perfect. So let's just get into them. I believe one of the patterns is called the Clary Headband, and the other one I'm not quite sure about. So I made 3 of them, and they're each different like circumference sizes. 1, 2, and then 3. So then I had a tag on them, like I would tag for hat not hate. And so this one, for example, I put the head circumference size. So this is 20 centimeters, and I was measuring my head, and it's about 24 centimeters. So I was taking that into example, and I was also looking at the head measurements as well. And the average head for a woman is 55 centimeters, or 21.5 inches. So I was also taking that into consideration with males as well, because I know there's male nurses. And yeah, so I'm currently working with each side. So this is 20 centimeters, this one's 21, and this one's 24 inches. So this is a granny stitch. I don't know how well you guys can see that, considering it's black and it's also thread as well. But this is the granny stitch. And I made 2 of these patterns, and then here's the buttons as well. And I marked the buttons where just in front of the ears. And I actually made one of these for myself, and I forgot to show you guys, but that's how I figured out the measurements. I put one on, I put the mask on to figure that out. But yeah, so this is a granny stitch one. I believe this one was the Clary's Headband, might be wrong. This one is also a granny stitch, but this one is 21 inches. I also put the fiber, which is 100% acrylic. So there's that one. And I tried to make these about 2 inches wide. And this one has the buttons. So I started this around, what time yesterday? I'm gonna say 7? Maybe before 7, maybe 6. 7:30ish. It's not that important. But like, I had a virtual family game night, and I had to bring my crochet with me, that way I can do it. But yeah, so this one is, I forgot what the pattern name is, but this is so pretty, and I was thinking this is a perfect bookmark. I mean, think about it. That would be a beautiful bookmark as well. So definitely taking that into consideration. But this one is 2 inches, and it's very stretchy as well. I don't know if that's just like regular crochet fabric or if it's the stitch work or something. But I wanted something that would be light and stretchable. So I figured, okay, yeah, lace it is. So, I mean, thread it is. Oh my goodness, why do I keep calling it lace? But yeah, there's this, and it's definitely stretchable, in case you couldn't tell. And yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be making some more of these, and I can't wait to see you guys, to see what you're doing to contribute, if you are contributing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Bye!